Alright guys, I'm going to talk about crankcase ventilation in this video, and I'm changing my setup up from how I had it. I was running the UPR fender mount closed catch can. This is a UPR universal vented catch can I'm switching to because I felt like it needed more ventilation. I have the Matco vented crankcase breather cap on the driver's side, but it still needed more. This came with a bracket, had to modify it and mount it up here. To get the can down lower because it is taller than this one for hood clearance. Let me take it apart and show you guys. Alright, this is the inside of the catch can. This is the closed one. This is the vented one. As you see, the oil vapors and stuff will come in, hit this, and run down into the can. It has some wire mesh in there. The filter goes on top on. Of course, this is just a vented atmosphere can. Let me show you what I got going on over here. Alright, before we had the vented breather, like so. Closed catch can, it was going to the PCV valve, then to the vacuum port that used to be there. Now, took the PCV valve apart, took the guts out so it's straight through. Plugged the vacuum port, and the other line will go from here to the can, then the PCV to the can. That should be enough ventilation. That'll ventilate both sides, like so. Plus you have the Matco breather, has a check valve in it. Another way to do it is like if you run Holley valve covers like me, is to drill the valve covers and weld a fitting on it and run them to a vented can. You can do it that way. It all depends on how much you need to vent it and your application and what power you're shooting for, but that's the top two ways is the way that I'm getting ready to do it, and the valve cover deal. So my opinion, a lot of shops will plug that port off on the 6.1s and do it how I'm getting ready to do it, or they'll go from the valve covers. I mean, both ways. Used the bracket from the old kit, had to trim the stud. Then like I said over there, I modified that bracket that can come with. It was a universal can to get it to set down in here a little bit more so the hood will clear. I've already checked clearance on it and stuff. Just mounted up, take some Play-Doh and put on top of it and shut your hood, and you'll see how much clearance you got. But yeah, we'll show you how that is once I get the rest of it together and get it installed. It ain't gonna be that long of a video. As you know, if you've been watching the channel, that we already smoked one trans, it started slipping. I got another one on the way. Once I get that in, we'll hopefully finalize the tuning. Then I want to put it on a dyno just to see where it's at. I mean, got a pretty good idea where it should be. Then hopefully March, get it to the track. That's the real test. Then probably just rock it on 93 octane this year. Then next year, get a built trans and do some E85 and turn it up and see what I can get out of this little blower before I upgrade it. But we'll see. Got some more videos planned. Just got to get the transmission back in and get the car back together before I can do them. Alright, I'll put the can on just to show you where it's going to set and stuff. I'll show you once I get it all finished, get the rest of the fittings and all that junk on. But as far as catch cans, unless you want to do a little bit of modification like I'm doing right there to save some money, plug and play, probably your best solution is the Mighty Mouse Solutions. They sell a vented can. It's got a check valve and all that stuff in it. It has an integrated PCV system that it uses. You'll get your PCV out and use the one that it comes with. It's a neat little setup, but it's expensive. It's like $400 some. But other than that, as far as vented catch cans, that's plug and play. That's about it that I know of. All the other ones you have to modify a little bit like I'm doing. Just depends on what you want to do in your setup. But UPR does make one for the Hellcats like that. It's around the same price. I mean, I guess you could probably buy it and just change your hoses and stuff. Because it comes with 5/8 hose. This is going to be 1/2 inch. But I'll get the rest of this together and show you what it looks like. Alright guys, this is after I've got it installed. This fitting here is a 180-degree fitting, push lock. This is a straight fitting. The UPR products catch can, venting can universal. Used the fender mounting tab and used the bracket that it came with and modified it, as you've seen. That's where I got it at. And I got the one hose going from here to the PCV that I took the guts out of. The other line is going over here to the other side to the vent on the crankcase on this side. And then plus I'm going to leave the Matco crankcase breather, and I plugged the vacuum port on the intake for the 6.1 intake. Show you guys what I was talking about hood clearance and how to check that when I was talking about it early in the video, and do a little quick demonstration. Just take some Play-Doh or something, set on top of that, shut the hood all the way, then we'll pop the hood. As you can see, it just barely mashed it down, so we're pretty good on hood clearance. But that's just a quick way. In order to drain it, it's got a plug on the bottom of this can. I can either put a line there, or just take the nut off and lift it up, or pull the radiator cover, which is the easiest, and just reach in here and unscrew it to empty it that way. Alright, there's how it looks one more time. Got chrome cover coming for that, and the throttle body, and I still got to get this on the way, chrome cover for the ABS and the fuse box. And as far as under hood stuff, that's as far as dress up, that'd be about it, other than what I got now. But that pretty much does it for this video. Like I said, I got a couple more planned. Just waiting on my transmission to come in still yet. That's all for this video. Like, share, and subscribe. Thanks.